used to divide Kenyans. As the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, we would like to strongly welcome the coming together of politicians for the first time in these public rallies, because we know that in Kisii and at Kakamega, the participants were basically those who are on one political divide. But the Mombasa one, we are pleased that the politicians from the other political divide have decided to join and to participate in the rally. Having said that, we would like to say that all those who are involved in the BBI process should respect the integrity of BBI. The stated objective of the BBI by His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta and the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, we would like to say that they have emphasized that the BBI is going to be used to unite Kenyans. Any politician who deviates from that objective by dividing Kenyans will not be doing any good service to the BBI. That kind of a politician is an enemy of BBI. The integrity of BBI, therefore, of uniting Kenyans through the processes that have been set up should then abide by the stated objectives of the BBI. We would like, therefore, to once again emphasize that the NCIC will not hesitate to, in working together with the other security organs, will not hesitate to arrest and to prosecute those who will use hate language, those who will incite, and those who will provoke any Kenyans to be involved in any actions that would lead to violent conflict. And that is a point we want to be made very clear. Secondly, we want to request Kenyans, ordinary Kenyans, not now the politicians, but those who might be approached by any politicians and be attempted to be involved in any actions of violence, they should resist, because they too will be dealt with by the securities within the law and order. So it is important for us to once again emphasize that as a NCIC, we will be engaging the BBI process at its all levels in order for us to strengthen the efforts at making the BBI stated objectives successful. We would also want to say that as the National Cohesion and Integration Commission, we are going to emphasize 4 areas that have come up in the BBI report. First, on national ethos. It is important for us to interrogate this and agree on what national ethos means, and therefore through our civic education we are going to take that up in order for us to help Kenyans to understand what national ethos is all about. Secondly, on national values, as stated in Article 10 of the Constitution, we would want, therefore, to have all Kenyans familiarize themselves with the national values, even as they read the BBI report. Thirdly, is on leadership and integrity, according to Chapter 6 of the Constitution. It is important that all leaders must be leaders of integrity. And if they are not, because part of the mandate of NCIC is also to help in the adherence to the part of the Constitution and the BBI that talks of integrity and leadership. And the fourth is about dignity. All Kenyans are born with integrity, and integrity is, dignity, because dignity is a birthright. It cannot be taken away from a person. But dignity can be and is very often violated by leaders and even by religious leaders by treating Kenyans in a way that does not affirm their dignity. They are doing something that is against what the BBI wants the Kenyans to be like. So we want to emphasize that we need to work towards the Kenyan we want is a Kenyan who cannot have their dignity violated or themselves violate the dignity of others. So that is very important for us also to emphasize as the NCIC. We know that while Kenya has come a long way in mending the cohesion thread of the country, there are challenges that have been identified by the BBI that we need to take into account even as we fulfill our mandate as NCIC. Therefore, we want to also state that no one should take advantage of BBI to promote their personal or political objectives and agenda. BBI should not be taken advantage of by anybody. That is the only way we can participate meaningfully in making it in making BBI to achieve its objectives. Finally, I would like to make it very clear to the participants at the in Mombasa, both today and tomorrow, that NCIC will monitor very closely. And actually, we are on the ground monitoring, observing, and making sure that we listen very clearly to what the participants in this process are saying. And therefore, they should be warned that we are there. We will hear what they are saying, and we will take them on what they have stated. Any utterances, therefore, that would lead to violence, would lead to discrimination against others, whether based on different political persuasions, will not be tolerated by NCIC and the security organs that we work with. That is the message we wanted to send. And if there are any questions you might want to ask, we will be ready to